See, Pebble Beach never does disappoint.
It has to be on everybody's wish list. I don't really care what level of your standard of play is. The best players in the world want to play here, and I have friends really that just took up the game, for example, like a year ago, and that's always where they want to go. Can I get a round at Pebble Beach?
So 9 holes is the choice here today. Let's get things started here at the par 4 first. And that will settle in the bunker, so an early test here at the first.
Yeah, normally you'd rather the early test come a little later on in the round, but he should have a better than average chance to go for the green from here. That's a pretty good shot. It actually deserved a better result. Just comes off the front of the green.
Needs to slow a bit. Okay, that's still going to be a good 4 feet, though, coming back. Okay, good job to limit the damage, as that's in for a bogey. Frank, interestingly, this hole number 2 plays as a par 4 for the U.S. Open. It is a par 5. It's absolutely gettable, and players must take advantage.
Certainly, Rich. Off that back tee, really you've got to grab a driver. I know there's bunkers left and right, but the decision is whether that tee shot finishes in the fairway, because if it does, you're going to have a crack at this par 5 and 2. If it doesn't, then you play the layup.
Is starting up the right side. Good solid tee shot there, coming off the bogey at the first. This is in the fairway at number 2.
Look, I know par fives are long holes and most people struggle to reach, but that 3-wood did not even touch the putting surface. Had to be the wrong club. I know it's ambitious, but look where it is now.
A chance now to get back to even here at 2. It's for birdie. That's going to slide by to the left. Good work to get into that position, but couldn't finish it off. Disappointment there. That'll brush it in, and that'll be just a par. Well, Frank, here we are at the 3rd. Severe dog leg left, and I'm just curious how much of that dog leg the big hitters might think about chewing off.
Rich, the game has changed so much. If there's a hint of a breeze behind, I mean, really, have a crack at it with a driver. It's about 350 yards, really, to the front edge of the green. But if not, you've got to negotiate those 3 bunkers on the right side. And depending on what club you want to have to head off the tee, decide which one of those bunkers you want to aim at.
And the leaves took enough of the momentum off the golf ball that this is going to wind up in the bunker. Need to be careful not to take much, if any, sand here. His second to this par 4.
That's actually a pretty good shot, really. I know that's not exactly close to the hole, but out of the fairway bunker, safely on deck.
One thing's for sure, he's going to have to hit this one with some pace, traveling uphill much of the way. And this will be a 5-foot putt here. Yeah, good concentration there. That's a distance where a putt could get away, but that's in for a par. Well, this is where Pebble Beach starts to look like Pebble Beach in all its glory and magnificent beauty. It's only 333 yards. Off the tee, you can hit driver, maybe make an eagle, knock it up on the green. We have seen guys do that. Or you can play it safe, long iron off the tee. Either way, you're thinking 3 at 4. No issues here. That is into the fairway. So the great tee shot left him here. Now his second from relatively close range. And that's going to leave some work, but it'll end up okay. Let's bring in Notah Begay III for a look at birdie.
All you have to do is start this on line and let the slope do its thing. I don't see a lot of movement in it.
That's going to scoot a foot or two by. Nearly a birdie, but par is all he'll have to show for it. So here we are, Frank, the fifth hole, the first of the 4 par 3s at Pebble Beach. It doesn't get all the love that some of the others do, but this one has the players' attention. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah, it certainly does, Rich. Everybody wants to take a picture, down by the 17th hole, famous par 3. Remember, Jack Nicklaus is 1 on, but believe me, I think this hole is every bit as tough as 17.
Now from the bunker.
Yeah, just a little splash out on this par 3.
Looking to splash this softly onto the green. Boy, that needed to hit the flagstick. It nearly went in the hole, but instead, it runs out quite a ways. This is a 13-footer. Got it there, but not quite on target. Well, he was flirting with even par, thinking if he made a birdie, he'd be at level. Came into this hole at 1 over, and with the double, all the way to 3 over par. Well, this is where the excitement starts to build early in a round at Pebble Beach. I know it's the 6th, but you're coming into possibly one of the greatest stretches in all of golf. This is a 498-yard par 5, goes up the hill, Pacific Ocean in the distance, chance to make an eagle here, and chance to feel really good about where you're headed. This is turning a little to his left. All right, in the fairway. Yeah, mission accomplished. On into, didn't fly it all the way there, but got enough release in good shape. So after reaching the green in two, this take a full swing with a putter, but it is for eagle. That's a good stroke. Doesn't quite get the reward of the eagle, but a birdie would be a nice consolation, right? Yeah, that is really confidently finished off there, and maybe that can get him going a bit as he's got it back to 2 over. Frank, the 7th tee is almost spiritual. You just want to hit a little baby wedge that kisses the clouds and drops softly on that green. Then you want to stare out at the Pacific with a whole lot of gratitude.
Yeah, when I first played it, Rich, I couldn't help but be sort of in love with the beauty of the surrounds. Plus, I couldn't believe how short the hole was. And I thought, well, this is sort of, you could almost throw it on the screen. And then I played it on a windy day.
Boy, just far too strong with a tee shot there, and this winds up flying the green. Now a second to this par 3. Look out. I mean, that one came out jalapeno hot, Frank.
Using all the real estate, and now really got the work cut out to get down in 2 putts.
Okay, I'd call that an acceptable effort from that range. All right, good line there. That is a bogey, however, as that score will drop to +3 for the round. Now to one of the most picturesque par 4s in the world, the 8th hole here at Pebble Beach. Jack Nicklaus, who won the U.S. Open here, called it simply the greatest second shot to a par 4 anywhere in the world. That will do just fine. Frank, just the visuals on this second shot to number 8, mind-boggling.
Yeah, this is really where Pebble Beach attracts the best players in the world. Sitting on top of that hill, and you look at this green that angles away from the player on the player's right. Plus, you actually have to look at the putting surface. There's only a small area of flat surface. If you come up, anything sort of 5 or 6 yards short on that putting surface, it will come off. But also, too, you can, if you have a little bit of local knowledge, don't tell too many people, but you can use the back edge of the green, too, to roll the ball back.
Oh, boy, that looked good for a long time, didn't it? But it stuck by right at the end. What a rocky road to this point. 4 over par on the round.
Frank, you might be tempted to just stare off at the Pacific Ocean. It's right there. But you'd also better have your focus on what is one of the more challenging par 4s in the game.
Yeah, this stretch, 8, 9, 10, demands just not just concentration, but really great shots. The tee shot here has to be struck absolutely flush down that left side. And the reason why, if you look closely, is this fairway, just everything moves to the right. So if you sort of pitch it in the middle of the fairway or the right-hand side of the fairway, it's going to go on the rough and leave you a really difficult second shot. So a great drive here is rewarded. Well, it's in the first cut. We know you can't spin the ball as much from the first cut. Still lying okay.
This now his second from just off the fairway.
It's a slow start, and you can blame it on the short game.
I think he was hoping to hold out and save his par, but Frank, now this is trouble.
And it's going to take a heck of a putt just to save bogey.
Yeah, tough to know just how far out to the right to play that one. I mean, that was not far enough. Okay, he was just sort of flirting at 4 over par. Now he's headed the wrong way. Double bogey and all the way to 6 over for the round. Well, that'll wrap it up for us today. We saw a lot of great golf.
EA Sports is proud to bring you coverage of PGA Tour golf. Today from 17 Mile Drive on the Monterey Peninsula and historic Pebble Beach golf links.
Rich Lerner joined up in the booth by Frank Nobilo. Frank, there's nothing like it early tee time to get the adrenaline flowing.
And also, too, the golf course is perfect. Less divots. You don't see any sort of marks on the green. Greens are going to putt beautifully. There's also, the course is a little bit softer. It's got the moisture from overnight. And also, when they've cut the golf course, there's that really green, fresh smell. Like it's brand new.
All right, so that one settles in the bunker. What kind of an early test is this here at the first, Frank?
Well, I was hoping for the fairway. That didn't happen. Now he's in the bunker. I'm hoping he can still hit the green.
Well, lesson there, I think, is if you find the bunker, you're just asking for trouble. Short of the green and a lot of work to do to salvage par. Ooh, and that is going to wind up missing the target by a good margin. And that will be no bargain in there. So that one gets away, and he's going to need all his talents to prevent a crooked number from there.
And he's done the unthinkable, taken a bad situation, and believe it or not, made it worse.
That was low from the start. So problems here early on. It's a double bogey 6 to get the round underway. Moving now to the 507-yard par 5 second, where decisions must be made. Go for the green in 2 and risk losing it in the barranca, or hold back and lay up. Either way, this is a place to score.
And there's a good first step to start making up some ground after the troubles at 1. A picture-perfect drive here at the second.
This par 5 green is well protected. That's 2 good shots, but that bunker's there for a reason. Now, with some nifty sand play, we're looking at 4.
Okay, a good out, and that's what will remain for birdie. Right about 9 feet here to the hole. Disappointment there. He'll brush it in, and that'll be just a par.
Third hole, Frank, this is a fun little par 4. Not too long, but the emphasis here is on putting the ball in the right spot, isn't it?
It certainly is. You have to know how far you carry it, because if you take a line at that sort of third bunker there on the right side, on a direct line at the left edge of that, it's about 250 yards to get to the sort of start of the fairway. From there, you're only 100 yards in, so just find your point, your aiming point. Three holes in, and this is very much a struggle. Another one finds the rough.
Working from the rough, here's his second at 3. Oh, and that one nosedives right into the thick stuff. That could be problematic, to say the least.
Short game early in the round has definitely been an issue.
Well, he's really overdone it there. I mean, way too much pace on that.
Yeah, admittedly, they can be tough to gauge, but something must have gone horribly wrong to miss that badly.
Oh, yeah, nicely judged there. I'll tell you, if there's such a thing as a good bogey, that was it right there. With Stillwater Bay on the right, this is Pebble's picturesque 333-yard par 4 fourth. Tee shot could be anything from long iron to driver, but beware of the 9 bunkers surrounding the fairway and green. And that, a good-looking shot there, well placed in the fairway. So not a whole lot left to go here as he'll set up his second for this par 4. All right, that's a board, but a lot of green between ball and hole. We turn to Notah Begay III for this look at birdie.
And this certainly won't have too much movement in it, other than the slope taking it down the hill.
Ooh, good speed there. That'll leave just a couple of feet. Nearly a birdie, but par is all he'll have to show for it.
First par 3 of the round, and Frank, I'm reminded of the great history that Jack Nicklaus has here at Pebble Beach, and that goes well beyond what he did as a player.
Well, that's for sure. And we know his playing credentials, but he won the second of his 2 U.S. amateurs here in 1961. Actually said that was the best he ever hit the golf ball, but his legacy really as a designer, you see right here in front of you. I never got to play the old 5th hole, which is further left. But this is an absolute beast. It plays around 190 yards, very narrow green, and that is a cliff on the right, believe me.
And that is going to be tough in there. That is into the heavy stuff. And that will be quite a challenge from there to get away with his par.
If he can make this, I'd just take it and run to the next hole.
That one just going to sneak on by.